Namaste. On this World Yoga Day, friends, let's discuss about yoga. Yoga is not only for them who can do in flexible poses, flexible asanas, but let us first try to understand the word yoga. What does it truly mean? It comes from the Sanskrit word yug, that's to unite, to join, to bring together. Yoga is not a picture of a perfectly arched back or a leg behind the head. Yoga is the science of union, union of your body and breath, union of your breath with your mind, and finally, the union of your individual self with universal consciousness. This is the ancient wisdom of India, a traditional that is not thousands but thousands upon thousands of years old. The Vedas, the Upanishads, the Bhagavad Gita, the Yoga Sutra of Patanjali, they all point to one truth, that the deepest reality is within you, is same as the deepest reality with every being on the planet. It summates, thou art that. Now, what does this have to do with the world peace? Everything. The great sage Patanjali, who systematized yoga into 8 limbs, did not begin with postures alone. He began with yama and niyama, ethical principles. The very first yama is ahimsa, non-violence, not just in actions, but in words and thought. Non-violence towards others, non-violence towards the self. When you cannot touch your toes and you do not curse your body, that is ahimsa. When you see someone different from you, you do not wish them harm, that is ahimsa. World peace is not a distant dream. It is a cumulative effect of millions of small daily ahimsa choices. The second yama is satya, truthfulness. The truth is you do not need to be flexible to practice yoga. The truth is yoga was never a fitness routine. It was a path to still the mind. Yoga is the cessation of modifications of the mind. When the mind stops chattering, when the waves of anxiety, jealousy, and anger settle, you experience peace, and that inner peace radiates outward. India has always taught the world is one family, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, not a slogan, a recognition. If I harm you, I harm myself. If you are at peace, the world becomes a little more peaceful. Yoga is the technology to realize that oneness. So, on this World Yoga Day, I invite you, specially if you are not flexible, to practice the highest yoga. It does not require a mat, it does not require touching your toes. Here is the practice. First, sit comfortably on a chair, on the floor, anywhere. Close your eyes and do this mudra, Jnana Mudra. Take 5 breaths. With each inhale, think I receive peace, and with each exhale, think I release the harm, I release the negativity. This is the simplest pranayama, life force regulation. That alone could be yoga. Second, for the next 1 hour, speak no word that hurts another person. Speak only what is kind, necessary, and true. That is satya and ahimsa in daily life. That is karma yoga, the yoga of action. Third, remember this sloka, which roughly translates into move together, speak together, let your minds be united. That is the ancient call for the world peace. Yoga is that movement together, not in posture, but in purpose. You see, a flexible body is a gift, but a flexible mind, one that can stretch to include the other, to forgive, to see beyond borders, that is the real yoga. And that is the only path to lasting world peace. India gave yoga to the world, not as an export, but as an offering from a civilization that has always believed that peace is possible, not through force, but through inner transformation. Each person who turns inward, who calms their own storm, becomes a pillar of peace for the whole human family. So, this World Yoga Day, do not worry about touching your toes or taking your head about the knees. Worry about another human heart with kindness, touching the truth within yourself. That is the asana, the seat of real yoga. May the peace of infinite be with you. May the wisdom of ancient sages guide you. And we all together, regardless of how far we can bend, walk the path of Shanti. Peace in the body, peace in the community, peace among nations. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. Happy World Yoga Day. Namaste.